a good offer.
That's the kind of offer you can't resist.
Thanks, sir. I was curious, Pat.
Who is it? Deborah, Nancy, how nice to see you. Come on in. What a nice surprise.
Oh, am I glad to see you.
Why? You look awful. What's wrong?
I've been upset all day. I've been sitting home alone upset, and then Deborah came over and we were upset together.
Why?
Look.
For goodness sake, where did you get this?
I found it. It was on my son's desk. I went in to empty his wastebasket, and
Your
I don't know
son?
what to think of it.
Well, I've
If
never
I-
seen
if
it.
I-
I've seen it. I
All
mean,
right,
I
well,
know
look
it's
at it,
around.
because-
It's the Larry Flint magazine. I know
know,
about
but-
it, but I've never looked at it.
Francine, the thing that has upset me is it's not a sex magazine. It's something else. It's not sex. It's
Oh, my goodness.
violence and perverseness.
Oh, my gracious. I've never seen anything like this. Absolutely never.
Oh, you
This
just
is not
getting
like.
started.
I thought it was like
Some of the other
Playboy
people-
magazine.
No,
It's
that's
not
what
like,
I thought. I thought it
it's
was
not
Playboy,
like Playboy
but more
at all.
so. But it isn't. It's very strange.
My
It's
goodness.
just very destructive.
You know what bothers me is all right if it's a magazine that adults can walk up and buy, you know. But for youngsters,
To be able to go up and buy it.
I don't know what I'm so confused about it that because I guess it's like a shock. I'm still in shock.
I'm sure you
know,
are.
That I don't know what I think yet, except that I keep returning to the thing we were talking about. It seems to me it's the kind of thing that would warp a youngster's idea of sex and sexuality because it's got all this mutilation and
I agree with you. I think you're perfectly right.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Patrick.
What the heck's going on? You all look so down.
Well, darling.
Is there a problem?
There certainly is. Nancy found this magazine in her son's bedroom.
Well, what the heck's wrong with that?
look at it.
It's Hustler.
No kidding. It sure is. Well, but it's not, there's nothing unusual about it. It's been around for a long time.
I think I'm in shock because I thought that Hustler was like Playboy magazine except more so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right.
And haven't you
that's
found that to be the case?
No.
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 It's strange. It's peculiar.
This time you think they've gone too far, perhaps.
I don't
It's
know.
it's not like healthy pornography, Patrick. It's
Healthy
Healthy.
pornography.
That's
Is
the
there
best
such a
kind.
thing? I've never even heard of
sure. There's a
that.
natural expression of one's sensuality, or you know, like healthy relationships. So you know, I think that expression is healthy. But this is so. This brings in hurting, physical, like cutting for pleasure on people and
Torture.
bondage and this, you know, S&M things and you know.
So you would forbid the sale of this magazine? It's outrageous. It's an
I don't
outrageous
think so.
magazine,
No,
but
I don't
no?
think I'm saying that.
Well, what would you do?
I don't even know what I don't even know what I would do.
Well, what do you think?
Because
honey?
I hadn't seen it before. I think I would have to like rethink
Sure. Sure.
all my old thoughts on pornography.
Well, one thing is for sure, you've got to be very careful when you tamper with an area like free speech, and that's what this boils down to. It's the First Amendment. Something that a lot of people, and I don't want to make light of it, but a lot of people have died to defend this sort of, this principle.
Well, I'm not
and
saying
I
it
know
shouldn't
this
be
is
published.
the illogical extension of it, but it can go all the way back the other way to the Russian dissidents, for example, who aren't allowed to say anything. And here we're going the other extreme, but the principle is very important. And while you'd like to protect certain elements, particularly kids, from this sort of thing, on the other hand, where does it lead to if you start restricting it? And I don't intend to make a speech on the subject, but it's something that we have to be very careful with, because it is one of the most sacred principles that we have in America.
Yes, but it also upsets me that a man is actually making a living. A lot of people are making a living on putting smut out on the newsstands.
There's a market for it, obviously. America's business is business.
All right, well, let's
Yes.
do that.
Just a minute, just a minute. We have a suggestion here, but I'd like to put it to you as well. The suggestion is that we control or try to control the sale of Hustler magazine to people under the age of 17 years old. Does that sound reasonable?
Yes, that's a good idea.
Do you think that might help? Well, we'd like to know if you agree with that. If you agree with that proposition, just push button yes on your console. Aha. I see that 85% of the people, 85% of you agree with me and with us, I think, that we should control the sale of this magazine to people under the age of 17. There should be some way that we can maintain our freedom and still not have these people have this kind of magazine available to children of all ages.
I
So-
agree.
I wonder if that's possible.
I don't think it's possible.
I think it definitely is.
Well, parents have to get involved.